ओके, ये एपिसोड बहुत लंबा नहीं होगा, बट ऑल्सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर कि मैंने जितने भी एपिसोड लिखे हैं जो आप सुनोगे मार्च में, वो मैंने एपिसोड्स pretty much फेबररी में लिखे हैं थ्रू आउट. सो अ लॉट माइट फील अ बिट डेटेड, बट देन देर आर लॉट ऑफ एवरग्रीन टॉपिक्स दैट यू कैन लिसन टू एनी टाइम ऑफ द ईयर एंड यू विल बी लाइक ओके या शायद सही बोल रही है ये, या आई कैन रिलेट टू दिस. सो या, today is one of such topics. Are we thinking the worst? Like, am I the only one who thinks the worst in every situation? Every small little thing. Like walking on the road. Oh, ये गाड़ी शायद मेरे को टक्कर मार जाए तो, या वॉकिंग ऑन द लोकल ट्रेन का प्लेटफॉर्म एंड मेरे दिमाग में सडनली आता है अरे मैं गिर गई तो, या किसी ने धक्का मार दिया तो, या मैं गिर गई तो, लाइक आई माइट स्लिप. या रास्ते पे चल रही हूँ एंड आई एम लाइक अरे किसी ने पीछे से टक्कर मार दी तो, लाइक ऑन एंड ऑन एंड ऑन, लाइक दिस इनर इंस्टिंक्ट टू प्रोटेक्ट माई सेल्फ इज सो रियल. एंड समटाइम्स आई एम जस्ट सो हार्ड ऑन माई सेल्फ. लाइक व्हेन यू थिंक अबाउट इट too much, when you genuinely think about it too much, it might just manifest into reality, and I have to keep pushing myself, keep reminding myself, what if something good happens? What if all works out at the end of it? What if there is life and hope at the end of the tunnel? I have to consciously remind myself every day that if kuch अच्छा हो तो, इसका अच्छा ही हुआ तो. Is it such a huge battle to be a woman and to feel safe on the street? Just the other day, I heard a professor got stabbed at Malad station. He was like getting down and there must have been कुछ धक्का मुक्की हुई होगी या बैक एंड फोर्थ कुछ हुआ होगा, कोई बंदे के साथ हो, ये बंदे ने चाकू मार दिया. आई एम लाइक पागल हो गए, उस सिर्फ ये ट्रेन से नीचे उतर रहा था और उसने चाकू मार दिया और वो मर गया. शायद आई थिंक सो मर गया वो. दिस इज सो नॉट वर्थ इट यार. एक ही तो लाइफ है, उसमें भी आप ऐसा करोगे? बताओ, सिर्फ वो ट्रेन से उतर रहा था एंड उस धक्के मुक्की में उसने उसको मार दिया. बताओ, पगले लोग हैं. कितना मेंटल हेल्थ की कितनी ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है अपने को. देयर इज़ अ रीज़न वाई आई हैव स्टॉप्ड एंगेजिंग इन memes that mock or make fun of health. Being in 30s meme, the back pain wala meme, lack of money wala meme, yeah, talking about money and how money does not buy you happiness and shit. Like, I don't engage with it. I also stopped sending memes to such people who send me negative shit in the name of being in 30s and relating to it. भाई मेरे से रिलेट नहीं होता है, मेरे को देखना नहीं है, मेरे को सोचना नहीं है, मेरे को मैनिफेस्ट करना नहीं है. The minute I engage with it, the minute I'm affirming it, the minute I'm thinking about it, and the more I think about it, the more I am starting to project it in real life, right? That's what has happened. Like, my brain, my mental health is delicate, and so if I know that's the case, I rather not engage in such memes in the first place. Do you feel me? Do you battle with this too? Genuine question to you guys. Thinking the worst and trying to protect yourself, or is it just my brain? The reprogramming of your brain to think the best possible outcome for every situation is my constant battle. It's so much effort. To be human is so much effort. Like, अभी अगर आप 20s में हो आपको लगेगा नहीं, but as your 30s, as you enter 30s, it's like if you don't end up showing up for yourself at a certain situation, or let's say for me workout, it's like it's a freaking constant battle with yourself. To be human is so much effort. So much fucking effort. I'm sure it must have been worse for our ancestors with lack of science and technology, lack of money overall. With the world fucked up in new ways today, it is harder for us. We gotta give ourselves some grace, because हम जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजी एंड साइंस बढ़ा है, वैसे वैसे उसके साइड इफ़ेक्ट्स है, उसके प्रॉब्लम्स भी हैं जो उनको नहीं थे, जो अपने को है. And they might not have been able to manage it or engage with it because they wouldn't know how. We have been born and brought up with technology, and so we know the side effects of it. Like, there are like literally days where I have to like put my phone down. I make sure that if I take a freaking mental health walk, I put my phone in my bag and just walk. No music, no podcast, nothing. I just put it aside and there is just time for walk and my thoughts, and let that sink in. Like, I have to. It's a freaking battle, okay? As I battle with, tiny little thoughts every day, I don't have the energy of add-ons like news. I'd fall into depression, yeah. I genuinely, honestly fall into depression. This was something that I discovered back in 2021, 22, I believe, before this apartment even happened. I saw my brother used to like listen to news and podcasts and stuff on BBC, I think BBC Radio. They have a podcast and they give you like daily news, and so I was like, why can't I do that? I have a Spotify subscription, I should do that. I did that a couple of days. I it just hit me so hard that इतना गंदा हालत है दुनिया का कि मैं नहीं सुन पा रही हूँ. I cannot be optimistic after listening to so much shit happening. And so I was like, okay, no, I'd fall into depression. I'd rather not know. But then, with today's time, today, आज की तारीख में 1st of March जब मैं रिकॉर्ड कर रही हूँ, मीम्स आर रियल. यहाँ पे वर्ल्ड वॉर 3 का प्रेपरेशन हो रहा है. यहाँ पे लोग मीम्स बना रहे हैं उसके बारे में. एंड लाइक it's hard to get away from news, and you gotta have the strength, the mental health. I don't know how people did it. Like, yeah, let's move on. I try to stay away is what I'm trying to say. I'm questioning if my brain is protecting me from sabotaging myself. Self-sabotaging is very real, and I've been known to do that. I need to accept the good without fucking it up. Also, is it hypervigilance, like some kind of trauma response? I honestly don't think I've had that kind of trauma, but we as women are always on alert. Like, there's not a single day that goes by where I don't want to get accidentally touched or hit by a man or even a woman while traveling. I try my best to avoid bodies at all cost, which is very hard considering I live in Mumbai. Also, I mean, we are so many people, but unwanted touches are bad in general. Man, woman, trans, whoever, whatever, human, living, breathing human. The nervous system is always on. I also believe that growing up in India, we women are wired up differently. Like, there should be like a book about it. Like, we are so badasses, such badass women, like crazy badass. But again, geography has nothing to do with safety, I feel. Eventually, keep high. I'm saying this because I've lived abroad and stayed with bunch of roommate, and I've seen shit happen to them, and yeah, it's bad out there, guys. It's just bad. There's constant mental checklist for us, especially if we are traveling far and wide. Who's behind me? Is this gully too dark? Where's the nearest exit? Sharing live location without even thinking कि भाई ये necessity है. Holding keys between the fingers at night. Basic etiquette था ये US में मेरे लिए. Keys मैं रखती थी हाथ में. Not wearing both the earphones outside. या मैं अभी भी नहीं पहनती हूँ. मैं तब भी पहनती नहीं थी मैं. I made sure I didn't do that, and I made sure I'd come home at decent hour, like 7:30, 8 max. Mumbai has made me a little brave. Like, I still like Mumbai. Like, I come at 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, even at midnight, and I still feel safer in Mumbai than I was back there at Berkeley. The constant body tension in public space is also very real for us women in general. कहीं पे भी हो, कोई भी पार्ट में हो दुनिया के, बॉडी टेंशन पब्लिक स्पेस में रहता ही है. I mean, we've all been there, done that. Salt and pepper spray, mirchi ka powder, whatever. It's like having a caveman wala brain. Constantly our brain is scanning for threat or danger, which sounds funny, but it is very real and very sad. So now, some question for all of us to consider: is the world becoming more dangerous, or are we becoming more aware of our surroundings? Has thinking positively become a privilege that only a select few top tiered women get to think and stay positive, while the rest of us are constantly living in the anxiety and the battle with our own brain daily? Or simply at the end of the day, my brain loves me too much and wants the best case scenarios for me. I mean, for all of us. Like, what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know a lot of y'all hear me on YouTube, so let me know your thoughts, okay? And if you've heard this entire podcast and if you reached to this point, leave a rose in the comments so I know you're the OG, you've heard it through, and that's about it. I'll see you in my next episode. Until then, bye.